Here's the next question in the series, number 2. A parallel plate capacitor is shown in the figure. It is made of two square metal plates of 400 mm side. The 14 mm space between the plates is filled with two layers of dielectrics of epsilon r equals 4 at 6 mm thick and epsilon r equals 2 at 8 mm thick. Neglecting fringing of fields at the edges, the capacitance is. We have our four options given to us. The options say that A is 1298 picofarads, B is 944 picofarads, C 354 picofarads, and D 257 picofarads. Alright, so here in the figure you will notice that we have two plates and epsilon r and the distance has been given, the thickness has been given. And here epsilon naught value is 8.85 into 10 power minus 12. So let's first write down what's given to us. All the information, let's put it down. So here we have given data. First, the side of the metal plate is given as 400 mm. So that's side 400 into 10 power minus 3 meters. Then let's write down the area. Area is side square, so that's 400 into 10 power minus 3 square. Let's call this epsilon r1 and let's call this epsilon r2. And likewise, the thickness is d1 and d2. So we write that down. Epsilon r1 is 4, thickness d1 is 6 into 10 power minus 3. Epsilon r2 is 2, thickness d2 is 8 into 10 power minus 3. So this is the given data. Now the next step is to find out what the equivalent capacitance is. Now in order to do that, we will have to calculate the capacitance of each of the two plates given to us. Okay, so let's start by writing down the expression for equivalent capacitance. If we consider the capacitance of plate 1 as C1 and the capacitance of plate 2 as C2. Now both of them are parallel plate capacitors. Okay. Now we write down the equivalent capacitance. So the equivalent capacitance, C equivalent, I'll write that down, is written as C1 C2 divided by C1 plus C2. Now this is because the question says that they are parallel plate capacitors. So C1 and C2 are arranged parallelly. And the expression would be C1 C2 divided by C1 plus C2. Now let's write down the expression for capacitance for each of these parts. Now we know for a fact that C, the capacitance of any element, is written as epsilon naught times epsilon r area divided by thickness. Now if we substitute this into the equivalent circuit or the equivalent expression, let's write that down, that C equivalent is equal to epsilon naught epsilon r1 A divided by d1 times epsilon naught epsilon r2 into A divided by d2 all over epsilon naught epsilon r1A by d1 plus epsilon naught epsilon r1A by d2. Now let's simplify this further so that the substitution of our values will become a little easier. Okay. Now what can we take common over here? I believe we can take epsilon naught into A common in the denominator. Let me just note that down here for you. So this would be epsilon naught square, since we have epsilon naught there in the numerator. So that's epsilon naught square times area square epsilon r1 into epsilon r2 whole divided by, let's see, d1, d2. Now further, we can take epsilon naught into a as the common part. We'll be left with epsilon r1 by d1 plus epsilon r2 by d2. So here we can cancel out epsilon naught and epsilon naught in the numerator. Now the rest of the portion, I believe we can cancel out the area as well, one part of the area. So this is what we have. Okay, I'll note this down over here. So C equivalent is equal to epsilon naught A, epsilon R1, epsilon R2 divided by epsilon R1 D2 plus epsilon R2 D1. So this is a simplification of this to the next step. Now all we have to do is just plug in the values of these terms. Okay, let me just grab another sheet of paper. We'll substitute the values here. Here, what do we have? Let me write that down. C equivalent is equal to 8.85 into 10 power minus 12 times 400 into 10 power minus 3 whole square into 4 into 2 divided by, okay, here we have 4 times 8 times 10 power minus 3 plus 2 into 6 into 10 power minus 3. Now solving this, you will obtain a value of 257 into 10 power minus 12. Well, that tells us that the final answer is 257 picofarads, since 10 power minus 12 is pico. Well, this is our final answer. Let's see what value it matches with. Matches with option D. So this is the final answer, and I hope the solution has helped.